Africanism. Many of you might be wondering what the word Africanism. African believe in ritual and ritualistic. They still have that kind of primitive thinking that once you sacrifice human being and use their body parts, you're gonna get certain jobs or you're gonna get certain things, and use that to just kill innocent people. Why? Hey, what's up, YouTuber? Let's just go straight to the point. Okay? I mean, it's so pathetic. Very, very pathetic. Those of you that maybe from Africa or follow what goes on in the world, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where Africans have the kind of mentality, doing some ritualistic activity on other individuals. So there's a story on YouTube, on Facebook that I just read recently about a lady that wanted some spiritual help. So she went to some Alpha, called themselves Alphas, and she told them her problem that she had and she needed some spiritual help. These guys told her that they wanted to take her to one of their colleagues who was above them. The lady is from Nigeria and this guy is also from Nigeria. However, I'm not saying or I'm not insinuating that only Nigerians do these things. Most of the African countries do them. But the thing is that when she went to them, they told her, let's take you to our colleague who is above us so at least he can help solve your spiritual problem. They accompanied her to this guy, the herbalist, who then told her, we need to take you to a riverside to perform some ritual cleansing to solve your problem. But not knowing what she didn't know was, this guy already connected with another woodcutter. The name alone will tell you can cut off heads. Woodcutter, who he prepared a special cutlass and gave it to this man, told him, I'm going to be bringing a lady here and I want you to cut off her hair, cut off her hands. He actually told this woodcutter that he was going to pay him 4,000 naira. So that was like a contract. This man was not his first time performing such a thing for this guy. He agreed. All the way in the forest. When they got there, they told her to kneel down. She knelt down, and the two alphas, including the herbalist, held her hands while the guy performed his duty by cutting off her head and her hands. How the story broke out? It broke out when this woodcutter had his lady hair and was going with it. He got arrested. Nigerian police arrested him, and that's how he explained the entire thing. Why do we still have those kind of primitive belief? Why do we still have the kind of idealistic thinking that, once you perform certain ritual, your problems will be taken care of? Who even know why the lady went to this guy's for? Maybe she want to make some rituals for somebody else. And you know what? Falling in her own shoes. So you went for some spiritual help and you end up getting it. Somebody actually went to the man again. I'm sorry. It's too, it's sad, but at the same time, it's funny. Because actually, I really don't know what spiritual help she wanted. Maybe she wanted to make medicine on somebody else. And another people wanted the same man, they wanted medicine as well. So instead of she went for a spiritual problem, they end up using her for other people with a spiritual problem. Very sad. Very sad story. We need to get over these kind of things and stop doing these things. Sacrificing other people just in the name of what? Getting some spiritual help. African as a whole believe in too much voodoo. Believing too much voodoo, especially certain time of the year during election time. You find a lot of people missing. You find people, somebody's on the side of the road, their head is cut off. Some body parts missing from that individual. It's very sad. It's very sad. We need to educate people to stop the kind of ritualistic ideas that is killing people. I understand not a lot of people believe in God. People got different beliefs. People worship differently, do their own thing. However, that doesn't mean you should sacrifice him or being for your belief. It's completely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Can't go kill somebody else just because why you want to please yourself. I believe every other problem can be solved if you pray to God. You need to pray to him, he might solve your problem. Why? If you don't believe in the heavenly God that we all have, you believe in certain other God, that doesn't mean you should go and sacrifice somebody else to do that. You can sacrifice yourself. If you want your problem to be solved, sacrifice yourself. But don't go kill other innocent people. Even your own child said you should be forbidden to sacrifice your child just to get help, whatever it is, to do whatever you want to do. If you go to a herbalist or a medicine man or a voodoo man, it can be even a voodoo woman, you should always keep in mind, whatever you're going there for, something is going to be demanded of you. And whatever you do will always come back to you. That's how life is. Life is like a cycle. Whatever you do will come back to you. If you go to these people, they need something from you. It can either be money, or it can be maybe your child. They always want something in return. This is a lesson we all should learn. That's why the Bible says don't serve two masters. Who knows when the lady goes to church and they say now she's serving the devil. Instead of going to God praying to get her help, she went to a herbalist to get help. And in turn, it ended up happening to her. They ended up sacrificing her for another man's problem. You see how that works? It's very sad. We should get over the idea of going to country doctors or herbalists or voodoo people to go get help. That man also need help. He need help. How you gonna go to a voodoo man and say you want to be rich when the man poor? He poor, but he want to make you to be rich. You know what for him that riches he giving you? Of course, you're gonna be sacrificing him or being for the rest of your life. If you don't do it, those riches might end up disappearing from you. So it's kind of crazy. You're gonna go to somebody who say, "Oh, I'm gonna help you with your problem," but that person also have a problem. Let us learn. Do away with the Africanism, sacrificing people just for your own selfish needs. It's wrong. Wrong in the sight of mankind, wrong in the sight of God. And if you want something, fight for it. Not by sacrificing, either go to school, or learn trade, or learn something that can give you that thing. But don't sacrifice him or being to get your need. My heart goes out to the victim, to the family, her friends, her relatives, and whatever. You know, it is so sad, but hey, you know, that's why we need to educate our people, do away with this kind of primitive thinking that is still continuing with. You know, this doesn't happen only in Nigeria, it happens all over Africa. It happens a lot. And over the world as a whole, we all need to go on our knees and pray to God to help us in times of these kind of things, you know, because you never know what somebody is planning for you. When you're in your heart enjoying, maybe your friends say, "Oh, that man or that girl enjoying that, I'm going to sacrifice today or tomorrow, you know, so I can get rich." You never know. But only God can exonerate you from that kind of stuff. So if you're a prayerful person, even if you're not a prayerful person, please make it your habit to pray every day. Because you don't know the enemies out there while they're planning for you. You know, you don't know what they're planning for you. They're on their knees every day. If you're on your knees every day praying to God, and then by they're planning any evil against you over there, it might go right back to them. You know, go right back to them. But when you believe in the devil, you always serve the devil. And the devil needs blood. So do away with that. And serve God, who doesn't need anything for you. The only thing that God wants for you is why to give in your heart and follow him. The devil don't need just that. They need more than that. They need blood. Blood. You got to continue giving blood in order for you to keep what you have. So let's do it with these things. And peace to the fans out there. My heart goes out to the family. Thanks for listening.